How we getting on, folks? And welcome back. I know I've taken a couple of days out, but we're going to be back on the road again, and hopefully we're back picking plenty of winners. We had four winners there in between Kilbeggan and Aintree the last day. Obviously presenting Bonnie 5-1, the nap of the day in Kilbeggan. Berkshire Royal, what an absolute monster. Drifted out to 5-2, so that was profit made for there. Aintree didn't go as well as we'd have planned. Obviously the first two came in on a gathering storm and Captain Tom Cat, but the rest, was a little bit disappointing. Overall, though, I'm fairly happy with the way things have went out. Obviously, I pride myself with the Irish racing, and getting another day in profit once again is definitely the way to go about it. But moving on to Limerick now tomorrow, and Limerick is a bit of a funny sort of a course. Generally, I like to get horses that are, let's just say, hold up horses, and ones that would come with a late flourish, let's just say, because it's such a long straight. It's in terms of dangers and everything else like that. Turning in when you're on a front runner, it's basically putting a big dartboard on the back of your on the back of your horse for something that's fast finishing and really coming for a bit of a run. But like, realistically, I think we have an awful lot of the horses nailed down fairly well here. Couple of big price each ways. We do have a double on for tomorrow, and overall our nap on next best. If one comes in, the other one should. Basically, that sort of a way. I'll go on to explain it a little bit more now. But first race off, the 440, and it's a competitive handicap chase over 2 mile 1 furlong. Obviously, look at Patrick Griffin has the favourite in here. Give me a moment for winning last time out. But the one that I'm really looking at, and the one that could potentially take him on, is Back in the Boom for Philip Rothwell and Hugh Morgan, claiming £5. This one here comes in here at a price of 7-1. And for me, this one looks to be taking a biscuit here. Realistically, when you're looking for bottom weights and different things like that, I'm nearly certain Hugh Morgan is on the bottom weight here at 10 stone 10. Just going through the card. Yeah, 10 stone 10 bottom weight, with a further £5 claimed off. This one here, like, realistically, it's a bit of a gimme more so than anything else by the looks of things. I think 7-1 is massively overpriced, considering the way this horse runs his race. A hold up horse out the back, coming with a late flourish. Himself and Limerick go hand in hand with each other. I think realistically, if you're looking for a horse to take on the favourite, realistically, I don't think he can go too far wrong with Back in the Boom. I think he's going to be bang there, very, very close, especially with all the rest of the horses having to give weight away, and Hugh Morgan claiming £5. Sure, look, that's a gimme in itself. Hugh Morgan's a very, very talented jockey, and when you look at the second last time when 50-1 behind Clondara for John Ryan and Danny Mullins, I've said it plenty of times on here before. The two of them go together like a 99 on a summer's day. But realistically, 7 lengths to Clondara that day was very impressive and definitely worthy of more respect than what has been given. I think it should be really coming in here with a serious chance. I think an awful lot of these have an awful lot of answers to, or an awful lot of questions to answer, and I think the fact that he's bottom weight as well for the second last time out is definitely bringing him right into the swing of things. I think 7-1 is going to get us off the day with a flyer. 5-10 first leg of the double, and I'm going to keep things short and sweet. Realistically, Ante should be winning this doing backward handstands. The company that has put it up against Realistically, it's night and day. What it's done over, I suppose, this season alone, obviously, look, at it was very, very close to Cedarwood Road, who is a very, very talented sort. Second again to Rebel Gold, ahead of Jungle Junction, 8.5 lengths ahead of Jungle Junction. Recent Revelations, Argumental, all these very, very talented horses. Like, realistically, he's not given the credit that he deserves, and I think today is going to be the day when he bowls up in the finish. I think 4-9. It's not necessarily a great price. That's why I am doubling them up, but the double does pay 2.5 to 1, so it's close enough to 9 to 4. And realistically, if we can get two winners at sharp prices that pay out at 9 to 4, that would do me easy. Now, next race off then, the 540, and this one here is going to be the nap of the day for me. Realistically, I think Johnny's Girl saves her best around here. And for Norman Lee and JJ Slevin, two men in serious form so far this year, it's definitely one to be keeping on the right side of. Realistically, coming in here with the weight, I think it is, it's not bottom weight, but it's close enough to bottom weight. Bottom weight in this race is 10 stone 8, and we're at 10 stone 12. When an awful lot of these, in particular, Clundara, say for instance, Clundara is racing off 11 stone 11. So, like, in terms of what it's getting in some cases a stone and even a bit more than that as well. Realistically, I think if there's a horse in here that's going to trouble it, it is Clundara. There's no question about it. But the fact that Norman Lee is in serious form so far this year, and the fact that the fact that JJ Slevin's on board as well, and instead of, say, a 7-pound claimer or a 5-pound claimer, definitely, to me anyway, suggests that they're going for the win. A course winner as well, don't forget that. That's going to be absolutely essential here, and especially with the third last time out in Ballinrobe on soft ground behind Galon de Vauzel and Captain Jimmy last time out, ahead of Stormy Master by 2.25 lengths, and that on that bombshell will bring us straight on from the nap to the next best. Stormy Master in the 6:15. Realistically, I will be, I suppose, putting the nail to the sword here, really, and saying that if this Johnny's Girl wins in the race prior to this, Stormy Master has a massive boost in form with the second division of this sort of a standard race. Realistically, if Johnny's Girl wins the Division 1, Stormy Master should be picking up Division 2. With only 2.5 lengths between them, they'd be fairly similarly matched. I would be judging my chances, say, on Stormy Master on how Johnny's Girl finishes. I'd be expecting her to win, and if that's the case, Stormy Master should be picking up the next race. Obviously, Darragh O'Keefe on board. He is a man in serious form. For Ray Hackett, local enough man to myself, only up the road. Not mistaken, either in Clough-Jordan now or Nina is one of the two, but only really up the road, not too far away from us here in Portumna. But realistically, Stormy Master here should definitely be the one they all have to beat, providing Johnny's Girl romps up in the first division. Now, next race off then, the first each ray of the day. Realistically, the go-ahead man is coming in here with a solid chance, but the go-ahead man is a little bit frustrating and a little bit unreliable. Coming up then again, when you look at, say, the rest of the field, an awful lot of these, they're inconsistent, and there's an awful lot of duck eggs beside them. But one that's really caught my eye, and one at massive prices, is Pinot Boy, 33 to 1 for Miss Anne Mooney and Liam McKenna claiming £7 coming in here. yeah, like it is coming in here off level weights here with the rest of the field, but with Lee McKenna claiming £7 is definitely very, very interesting. I thought it was a very good second last time out when staying on to be second in Ballinrobe last time out. Like realistically, the Rothwell horse that day was it was well primed for that race in particular. So the fact that it was 12 lengths, I think, that day, 9.5 lengths behind that day, behind Oscar Romero. That's not disgraceful in any way, shape, or form. Now, saying that, this horse does need to improve an awful lot to match the go-ahead man. There's certainly no denying that. But in terms of an each-way perspective, 33-1 is massively, massively overpriced. I would be expecting the horse to get in among the places here, or at least fight out a finish and give us something to cheer home for the run for the money more so than anything else. I think ground-wise is going to suit it. The way this horse runs is definitely going to suit it as well. Look, I'd be expecting a good late surge in the finish. The fact that most of the ones ahead of us, they would be out of form and out of touch and everything else like that. Pictures of home probably going to pick up the second place, and I'd be hoping Pinot O'Boy is going to come in for third. But look, at anything can happen in jumps racing, and that's why we are taking a bit of a shot and taking a bit of a chance at 33-1. Definitely well worth an each way. 7:15 is going to be the patron pick of the day, so I'm not going to be covering it. But the next race off, the 7:45, another each way we have lined up here in this one. And this one here, we will be going with Something Sweet for Roger McGrath and Liam Quinlan claiming 5. This one here is definitely very, very interesting. Coming in here off top weight. It's definitely, look at it, it's probably worthy to be top weight. It definitely looks to be the class act of the field here. It's a weak enough race. An awful lot of these are in the 80s, 90s, I suppose, very, very short hundreds. Bitview Colin, I'm very, very worried about. I see John Ryan and Shane Fitzgerald claiming 7 is definitely very interesting as well, but it's just it's a frustrating horse, that Bitview Colin. Vodka Society is very interesting as well. The fact that, if I'm not mistaken, he's the one of David Dunn's that has a tendency to act up a bit when traveling. So I think, if I'm not mistaken, he won in Fairy House. He won in Fairy House in November, and I think the story behind it was he actually hacked the horse up to the Fairy House Racecourse. So it's a fair trek if the horse hasn't behaved himself in his travels. But look, he did travel to Tremor last day, so I don't know. Maybe he's just got a bit more sense and a bit more care in his older age, that he's looking after himself a little bit better now in his I suppose as the age goes. He is 13 at the end of the day. But like I said, Something Sweet, we're after going miles off topic there now. Something Sweet generally runs her race and generally puts in a fairly decent run. She is, I suppose, coming in here off top weight. It's definitely a little bit worrying. She is possibly a better hurdler than she is a chaser. She's not from 12 chasing, but like realistically, it's a weak enough race. This, if she can't get among the places here, it's troublesome times for Roger McGrath, I'd be imagining. So I'd say he might be even contemplating moving her back over hurdles again. But realistically, I think 12-1 is definitely well worth an each way. And then finally, then moving on into the last race of the day and the last leg of the double. Not available for Henry de Bromhead and Rachel Blackmore. If I'm not mistaken, this is the only pairs ride of the day. Currently priced at 5-4. It'll make the double pay in or around, I think, 2.41 to 1, or in around 9-4, in around something along the lines like that. I'm not 100% sure what way the decimals work, but yeah, I think it's definitely very, very interesting here. a very impressive winner last time out. If I'm not mistaken, like I said, it's the only ride the two have of the day. I don't think I've seen anything along the lines earlier on or anything like that of anything coming from the Henry de Bromhead team. Now, I could be totally wrong with that, but it definitely stands out like a sore thumb in the last race because it looks to be the class act of the race. Realistically, I think if the horse stays up and if both horses stay on their feet, both of them run out very, very comfortable winners, and therefore 2.4 to 1 or 9 to 4 or in or around the prices like that is definitely well worth a bit of a double. But look, I'm going to leave it there. Please make sure to keep liking, sharing, and subscribing. We are getting agonizingly close to the 500 subscribers mark now. Realistically, it's been a great run of form that has got us there and has got us to where we want to be, but we want to keep pushing forward. We want to keep getting bigger and better. And the only way that's going to happen is if you hit that subscribe button there just below me. It would be greatly appreciated as well. For those who want to sign up to the Patreon, I leave a link in the description below. It's €10 a month. Basically, what that gets you is exclusive tips from myself and Ryan Sharkey. It gets you entered into the monthly giveaways as well, but unfortunately, the May monthly giveaway has been given away already. So you will have to, I suppose, grin and bear not being in the draw for the May giveaway. But we will have a nice giveaway now for June as well. So providing you stay with us for June as well, you'll be entered in for that. As well as that, you get added into a great WhatsApp group full of great members, full of great tipsters. Some of them would nearly put myself to shame and put Ryan to shame, but really, really great group, really good bunch of lads and lassies. Like I said, I'll leave a link in the description below. For the sake of a tenner, you can't really argue for value for that. I'm on a bit of a roll on there at the moment. I'm after getting 3 of the last 4 up in my name, so that's been very, very good. The latest one was an 11-2 winner by 11 lengths there today, so that was very, very good. 6-5 winner the day before, absolutely hacked up by 15 lengths. That's the way we like to have it. We like to have these good prices, good winners, and for the sake of €10 a month, I would have definitely been you would have definitely appreciated me if you only signed up there the last couple of days, 6-5 and 11-2 winners. But like I said, great bunch of lads, great bunch of people in there as well. For the sake of €10 a month, that's basically what we're offering. But if you're not, I suppose if you're not feeling that generous, the least you can do is just hit that subscribe button there below. Like I said, I'm bursting to get to 500 subscribers now, so we're getting very, very close to it. All you need to do is just hit that button, and you will be notified every video that comes up. Other than that, the very, very best of luck tomorrow if you're going to be having a bet, and hopefully we'll be able to keep this good run going. I certainly don't want it to end anytime soon, but look at very, very best of luck tomorrow, and hopefully we're on the back of plenty of winners.